Hey everyone, welcome back to a very long and awaited episode of the Let's Play. It's been quite a while, and I must admit I've been super busy, but it's been way too long. I am back and I've returned in style because I've been streaming lately. That's right, me streaming. You're not mistaken. I've had a few streams. They're all on YouTube, so if you ever do see Undying live streaming, you know you got the right guy because that's me. I'm streaming. I don't have a schedule, which is the bad thing. Yeah, that's really bad. But yeah, I don't have a schedule, and maybe I should get a schedule. But as of right now, I stream randomly. So if you do catch me streaming, I want to say hi. Don't be shy. But yes, we have done a lot of stuff during the stream, which the VODs, well, they aren't really VODs, but you can catch those streams if you've ever missed any on the live tab on YouTube. So fret not. But on the stream, we worked on this, the smoke tree. As you know, last episode is what we did the smoke tree on. We built this, and even though it totally worked fine, the interior sucked, and I decided in stream why not fix it. We did do a lot, but first of all, we got a copper pickaxe. I have updated like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and even though the new update, Mounts of Mayhem, has dropped as soon as I'm recording this, I haven't updated because the mods haven't updated. But I just touched the new stuff right now. The copper pickaxe. I haven't even touched the copper golems yet, or whatever else got added. I'm not even too sure. But yeah, I did this on stream. I don't know if I put a clip or not. You might see a clip. But I built this, and our first ever copper pickaxe, which is gonna have to be stored safe because this is the first one. And I made that because our main pickaxes were dying. Okay, but let me show you what we did in the streams. So this is the base. From the last one, I think it improved a lot more. I removed the cobblestone and stone that were on the rails because they look super ugly, and yeah, I just added a lot more copper just to add more decoration, I guess. Styled the wool or textured the wool up a lot more just because it was not textured at all. And I did extend this just because we could, and I decided why not. There isn't much decoration going on. I kept it quite open air. I did add this resin as like sparks of flames on the ground, which I thought was cool. And then we have a small storage cabinet, and the reason for that, maybe, just maybe, this episode, because this episode is going to be linked to something, and the title might, no, maybe not. But anyways, yeah, make a copper golem in here, and then hopefully can, well, store some stuff. I'll show you the storage in a bit. But I made this small cabinet, and I just remembered what was in the new update. The shelves. These shelves are amazing, okay? I really love the shelves, and I've been utilizing it heavily in this build. And it will show. It will show. Like this storage cabinet here is all made out of shelves, and I really like this. Moving on to the upstairs, we have a small hallway design. We have a storage cabinet here with the person who works here with clothes, and then we have whatever, and then for some reason we also have a wither. So person working here must love wizards, you know? Hello, Asper and Jelly. This is Asper and Jelly, as everyone should know. And this is the couch they're sitting on because they love the couch for some reason, this exact spot. But yeah, we have a couch. I decided that this main lobby area was just going to be divided. So this is the couch area, just the living section with a TV. Yep, I know. What style am I going in for Minecraft? I'm gonna cheat for a bit, but you can see my style is crazy. We have a dungeon gate, we have these buildings, we have the survival island, then we got a random copper bee place. We got the most modern looking bus train stop I've seen. You know what they say? Sometimes in Minecraft, things don't have to make sense. And that's what I'm gonna be doing from now on. Of course, one day I do want to create villages, and hopefully these villages can look as beautiful, cohesive. As of right now, I just want to enjoy playing Minecraft. And I think the way things are working that make no sense is the joy of Minecraft. But yeah, we have a TV for whoever lives here. And then up here, we have the person's bedroom. So whoever lives here, maybe a villager, we'll get a villager soon. And they can live here. It's a small bedroom, of course, nothing too crazy. And then I like this part the most. We have a divider with shelves and a storage area. This just okay. There's a lot of junk in here, so we don't look at it. But this is a storage. Close that. You know, just a lovely storage place. But this part right here is amazing. This is like a storage shelf area, you know? There's a lot of storage here. I don't know why I need that much storage, but I really like this divider and it looks really cool. Now this was the ugliest room since last episode, and all I want to say is I'm proud. I think it improved quite a lot. This is the control room. I really love this carpet design, and we have this lever that goes down. We have this one that also goes down. I actually put signs here as well that says fuel and resources and such. And then we added this loft area to have storage, and hopefully all the minecarts come back. Amazing, they will come back. We have the villagers, you know, maybe there's a couple who live here, or maybe there's family, I'm not too sure. A portrait, maybe the owners who used to live here. A lot of stories to tell. I guess we'll never know. But yeah, all of this you can catch on stream, which I did. And yeah, the amazing people on stream who have been watching and commenting and talking. It's been super fun, and I hope to see the rest of you there. We've designed so much, such as this carpet, and just the experience of streaming has been super fun. So thank you everyone. Today's stream is gonna, wow, I have gone full streamer mode. I said today's stream. Today's episode is going to consist of something that I think doesn't get utilized as much as it should be, and that is pets. We have these animals, these parrots, these horses, these wolves, these cats, ocelots, frogs, whatever pets you make, and we don't utilize them as much. You know, they just sit in the corner, just like my pets have been sitting and rotting there, not eating for how many years, not seeing me. You know, they must be super lonely. And I've decided there's one thing that old Minecraft used to do, old Let's Plays, old videos, and that was bring pets along them in their journeys. Yes, they might die from time to time. That is the part of life. And I think this episode here is, well, I've been doing it lately on stream where I've been bringing pets, but this time I want to make this fair. I've just been picking pets on random. So this episode is going to consist of making a building that will store a randomizer and hopefully randomly select pets that I can hopefully bring with me on every journey. And for this episode, we're not going to randomize a pet, we're going to pick one, and I think I have the right pet in mind. Someone who's been quite the mischievous one among all the, okay, my god, I'm back. Someone who's been quite the mischievous one in every episode, is naive, and isn't shy to show themselves in every scenario. I'm talking about my first pet, Rapture. Rapture, we're gonna go on an adventure for the first time. I don't think I've ever moved Rapture from that space ever since he sat there. But for this episode, I want to start off with something cool, and that is going onto my journal right here, which I did not rename, and writing every single color possible in the game. You know, rather than going online and searching for all the colors, why don't we just explore the game and find all the colors? So let us start. I know we have, okay, let's see. We have, okay, before I do all of that, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get every single colored wall and then rename that piece of wall corresponding to my pet. There'll be a lot of clashes down the line. I think as of right now, the population is quite small, so we're just gonna get one of every color. And right now we already have orange, purple, gray, lime, dark blue, well that's just blue, green, light gray, magenta, and pink. So off the bat, we already have a decent amount of color, and we're just gonna write this down. All right, I think this is all the colors we have so far. Let's see what other colors we can make in the game. So we also can make, all right, let's check. We can make yellow, perfect. We can make red, perfect. We can make we can make black, which should be around here, perfect. We also can make light blue, which we need bones and bone meal. And here you go, we have light blue, which is nice. We have black, we have red, and we have yellow. That is already 4 more colors that is required to be added to the list. I'm also gonna add cyan and white, just because my sheep's already dyed as those colors, so we can already write those. And I just saw brown candle, and we don't have brown, so I'm gonna quickly go to the greenhouse, and we're gonna go to the greenhouse and get brown too, which I have plenty of cocoa beans, so that is an easy lemon squeezy. I don't know where I'm going with this. Wait to make brown. And I think that is all the 16 colors. If I write this final color down, that should be 16. And I think Minecraft does only have 16 colors. So unless I'm missing one, which hopefully not, we have got all the colors. Came all the way up here and I forgot to bring Rapture. The whole goal of this episode was to utilize pets. We're going back down. We're going back down to get Rapture. And I just realized we also have green wool already. So I need to remove that from the dye section. All right, here we are, Rapture. You know, sometimes, okay, that is cursed. Sometimes sometimes I'm like, sometimes. Fortunately for me, I got these shears which are nearly dead, so I don't know why I got those. But basically, what I was trying to say was, I need iron because we need shears, so I can actually shear the sheep. We're going back down again. Hopefully, I don't have to make this trip again at all. This is the third time I'm here, and you know what they say? Third time's a charm. So hopefully, I don't have to make this trip again. We have green, we have white, and we have cyan wool. So that does mean I'm gonna go to the book. I'm gonna keep doing this every single time, and I'm just gonna with this nice okay, not underline with this nice feature or this nice mod. I'm gonna quickly just cut this out. While I'm writing this down, there's a lot to consider on what is considered a pet because I have Itamai and I don't really consider him as a pet, more as a friend. Then I have pets that aren't tameable and I'm wondering if I should be included them into the pet category. If we check my pets list right here, we have, Rapture, Asper, Tuna, Jelly, Amigo, Sniffers. These are all tameable pets. But then we have Oscar, and he's my pet Ocelot. And then Captain Chicken, and then we got Bubbly, and then we got Axel. These are things that I need to consider. I'm not even too sure what to consider. I think anyone who's in a bucket, sure, their pet, but ocelots and a chicken, do I really consider them? I think that's going to be up for debate, and would I be bothered to leash them around everywhere I go? And the final one, brown. And that is all the colors. You know what? That didn't even take 5 minutes. That was 2 minutes, and we got all the colors. Rapture, you need to get off me, buddy. You're too cursed. All right, now that that's done, I think I'm gonna start building. We're gonna start building on that side, so I'm gonna get down there, meet you guys on the other side of the base, and then hopefully describe the plans. You know what? Why go there when I can just describe it while going? And okay, Rapture, you're gonna have to listen to me, okay? This is gonna be a battle, and I'm sorry, buddy, but you are not the strongest. Yes, I know you wanna go there. You're gonna have to sit down. I'm gonna take care of these fools. We're gonna use a trident, and we're gonna use. All right, let's go. Nice, amazing work. Okay, they're all below me somehow. How did I get there? Amazing, amazing. One guy right there. Did not get him. And this guy trying to hide. That's what we say. Easy work. This build is going to be a lot more different than my usual buildings. And I did mention at the start that with Minecraft how it is, not everything has to make sense. And I think I've been really worked up on everything coexisting with each other. Every build making sense. But if you go to a city or a town, anything that you watch, there's always buildings that are different from each other. It's going to be an entirely bamboo build. Well, I say entirely, but majority. It's going to be a bamboo hut. It's going to be a simple open air one where I can just walk in, walk out. Nothing too fancy, nothing too exaggerated, or nothing special. Okay, there's going to be a small building, a small hut that's going to contain just a few decorations, and that's it. This is the simple build, and it's going to be right here. I really like this spot. It's like really cozied into the back of the this part of the base, and I really like that. So we're going to be doing that. But yeah, I'm going to start building this thing, and hopefully it turns out great. All right, so this is the base right here, and as you can see, I'm going for a circular one. We have more like a hut style, like this. These builds maybe I've improved and had more heavy machinery, while this one just I built by hand and was struggling, kind of that way. Like this is more man-made. even though everything's man-made. You get the point, right? But yeah, this one's built on stilts, and then we have this wooden frame. I'm utilizing the shelves here, which is making more of this handrail design, which is super cool. But now we have a stage, so maybe instead we use this as a karaoke spot. Okay, I know I'm not hilarious. I'm not jokes at all. Okay, I'm just gonna show up. This is where the base is gonna be. The entire build is gonna be made out of bamboo, and strip bamboo. So I need to actually strip these. But yeah, you can see the materials I've decided to go with. I don't know if I'm gonna use all of it, but we're gonna have that antenna thing. I kind of lost it here, but if you see the other builds that I build, and I feel like I mentioned this like 50 times already, but we have these like copper rods, and then we have somewhere here, yeah, we make use of redstone torches along the build. So we're gonna use that in this build too. I don't know what I'm trying to go for, but hopefully it looks cool. So yeah, just gonna start building this, and first before that, strip all the wood. That was the final touch of the build. Okay, hopefully this turns alright, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Oh no, I need to remove the staircase. Wait, give me a second, let me cut this out. Alright, don't mind that makeshift, don't make that don't make that makeshift, wow, that is hard to say. Don't mind that makeshift staircase. Wow, that was hard. But don't mind that, because I ran out of scaffolding, and here it is. This is the final building. Of course, I feel like there is some few improvements to make, an adjustment to add, but I really like how this turned out. This is basically where the the pet randomizer is going to be stored. We're going to climb up into here, and then we're going to have a button somewhere, and yeah, we're gonna press it and get a random pet. I'm also gonna add some small bit of storage, maybe a loft area storage for like an anvil, so I can, anytime I need to rename a wall piece, I can do that. And also just having more wool around as well as storage would be pretty useful. But this is it. It's pretty bland. I haven't done any of the interior. We can have a small patio that goes around this place. Pretty cool. I mean, nothing really to be seen around here. It's just all the same, but it gives a nice view around the entire build, which is what I want. In all its glory, I kind of really like how this is dark. Of course, we're gonna add some light, but I really like that top. Like, it really, I don't know what it is, but adding this redstone torch on top of the copper, this antenna looking thing, is really cool. Alright, Rapture, you wanna check this out? You can be the first. I mean, all our pets are here, but I might as well show you. You're kind of cursed. Just don't go near the lava. I don't want you to die. But this is the pet randomizer. And yeah, maybe one day you'll be picked. I mean, right now you're picked, so you're gonna be on top of the barrel where you'll be last. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I tried to make it this more of a, I guess, like it belongs in the jungle, you know. When I look at these builds, they don't really belong in the jungle, but this one does. And I really like how the shape turned out, and just the way it looks. It looks like my type of building, you know. I feel like these buildings, as you know, I was inspired by B-Dubs and his starbase, especially this one. Then I tried to build more of my style into these, and I do like them. But this speaks to me more, and I really like it. And I won't be surprised if I start building like this around the base. Just a heads up, I really like this. I got kind of carried away of doing the interior. I really wanted to show a bit of the process, so I did stop myself from progressing, but I've done a build interior, especially the main floor, like as in how it's going to be, and the layout of the second floor. So if you come inside, you can see that we have a spiral staircase. Now, I was considering whether I should even have a top part because I really like the open air. But once we get up here, it's pretty dark. Let me just put a light. Kind of really like how this turns out. We can have a view of the top here, which is gives us a nice view, and then we also have a downstairs. I was considering whether it should be a normal staircase, a ladder, but I decided this spiral staircase just because it looks really good, and I don't think we really have many spiral staircases in our build, so I decided, yeah, we can do this. But up here, I'm gonna just put a small storage room with the different colored walls that we'll have, and yeah, they can be up here, maybe different storage. Not too sure what else I can place up here. And then down here we can have the randomizer. All right, let me see my PvP in action. Okay, might be just too good at PvP. Another one. Yep. You not just see what I did to your friends? I guess not. That's skeleton. Okay. I've gotten really good at PvP. And I'm not trying to brag, but ever since the first episode, and then compared to this episode, I feel like my PvP has just gone a lot more sharper. You know, I get to time things. I've been dodging a lot of the zombies' attack because I tend to get hit. Pretty proud of myself. But anyways, let's get started with this, okay? So down here, we're gonna have, okay, let's remove these lights because for now we don't really need these. And okay, remove this crafting table too. So I think, okay, I either put the randomizer up here, which might be pretty cool, or I put it down here, and I think I'm just gonna leave it down here because I have no idea what else I'll put down here. So let us begin. Now, there is one issue when it comes to this that I saw on stream. If we have the hopper, and then we have the barrel, you know, and dispenser, hopper, then barrel, and then once something comes out, so if we get this chest, and then we place the chest back in here, it will take the first slot, and then that will go to the next hopper. Am I making sense? You know, I might have to show an actual example, so let me show you. If I place all of this in here, and then I place the rest in here, and then, okay, cool. Now if we press a button, oh man, I don't have a button. We get a spruce button here. We press this, we get a wool piece. I get brown. Okay, that goes down in here. And then, maybe I didn't think this through. Okay, I need to fill this up with random stuff as well. Like, just single pieces. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna press one button. That goes down. I get magenta. Grey wool goes in here. And if I have enough pets, that means I'm gonna have to put magenta back. And that will go into the first location. And then when I push this down, green gets dispensed, brown goes down. And then it's just an infinite cycle where the rest of these just don't get into the hopper at all. I need to figure that out. I'm not even too sure how I'm gonna do that. I need to make a system where they always go to the end rather than going to the first location. But I'll be honest, I have no idea how I'm going to be doing that too. I guess for now, since we don't have that many pets, it shouldn't be a problem. But later down the line, if we get more than 50 pets, it's going to be a huge problem. So need to figure that out. But I'm just going to leave it for now. I have one idea. We're going to have our anvil system here with our storage up here, and then for now, just a quick like temporary decoration so we can understand. That's going to be our anvil setup. In case we have extra pets and that we need to rename a wool piece so they can be into the randomizer, we come up here. So that's going to be the randomizer section. And then it's just going to be storage up here. Down here, I think is going to be the randomizer. So I think here is a good spot. Like we press the button and it has these two pillars. So I think that's a good idea. We'll do it right there. Right here, we can, do I want it on top of something? Oh, do you have enough space? I don't think we have enough space for that. Okay, we could make this work. We can make it this work. If we have the hopper here, and then we have the barrel right here, that works. It's a nice system. Place all this wall in here. There we go. And then we have some in here. We have some there, and then we need a button. Okay. I want a blackstone button because just for some variation. Maybe a button on there. Nope, that looks bad. What the heck? That just broke twice. A button right there. Should I put 11 instead? I think, what's going on? Okay, that was pretty weird. Instead of the button, we can have a lever. We press the button, we get grey, we flick it back up, we put it back into the randomizer, and then, what just sweated? Okay, we click again. Now magenta comes through. And okay, nice. Now, wait, if you click that again, does it randomly? Why is it not going in? Isn't that meant to go in? Am I stupid? Oh, hello, Rapture. Is it meant to be on top? Because sideways it just doesn't go in. Wait, it is going in, but it's just... What is going on? Why? Okay, the same issues happening first of all. The white wall is not going through because the first one is light blue. Second of all, why is this trapped? Okay, it's turn nighttime as well. I'm going to sleep. Maybe I have to press up, down, and then... Oh, okay, I think I understand it. If I press the lever right now, there shouldn't be a magenta. I flick it back up. One goes down. Okay, I think I understood it. I think I just did. So now if I quickly solve this issue, we flick, we get blue. I flick again, and we get light blue. Okay, and then I'm going to do it again. I have to go pretty slow, cool, and then put... Alright, and then we're going to place it one more time, flick. There should be an empty spot, because I think that's locking the hopper from activating. I'm not even too sure, redstone, guys. I'm so confused. And then we flick this again, and then, okay, cool. Now, I want to check if it randomizes perfectly. So we're going to get one. We got green. And then, let's see. It should be cyan. Cyan goes in. I'm going to place green in here. And then it should... I got brown. Cool. And then purple should go in. Wait, purple, right? Purple. Purple goes in. But then green is first. So these don't even get randomized. You know what? Sometimes redstone is super hard. Like, how? Don't tell me after... Okay, there's one thing in this world, and that is I don't want to look up any tutorials. The only tutorial I ever looked up was the iron farm that I made like a long time ago. And that sucked because I don't think I did it right. But might have... Okay, you know what? I need to figure this out. It might take me like a couple years just to figure out how to make a randomizer. Okay, you know what? We're going to forget this. You know what? As a builder... Okay, Rapture, get up, man. Let's do that. As a builder, redstone is wherever. We're going to build. So I'm going to do this interior. I'm going to try spice up this storage section here and then make the randomizer just look a bit better. And hopefully I can return and have a clear mind so we can tackle this redstone. I'm going to ignore this for now. All right, Rapture, let's do some interior work. Before we even do any of that, I'm going to get myself another friend into the place. Okay, so I've kind of decided something. I've decided that Captain Chicken is more like a friend than a pet. He's not going to be a pet, he's going to be a friend for us. But Captain Chicken is more of a friend, so of course he's not a pet, he's not going to be in the randomizer. As for everyone else, these are pets who I can eventually, well, will be coming with me on my journey. It's kind of on the side between a friend and a pet, is the pet ocelot, and I keep calling him a pet. So we're gonna have to decide on that. We also have camel, a camel friend or pet that we also have. And then we have our panda friend. So these are friends and these are our pets that we can bring. So I'm just gonna leave it as that. But now it's time to add another pet, another friend to our friend list. And that is a guy we got introduced in this new update, even though it's the Spears of Mayhem. What's it called? Whoever the new one is, okay? Mounts of Mayhem. Even though that's already out, I still have to play with the new the other new update. Okay, thank you, Rapture. Rapture, get out the way. And that is copper golems, okay? So I'm gonna go get a copper golem. I'm gonna put him inside of the smeltery. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna place the copper golem, I think, in here. I might move this chest down so he can actually access it as I want him. Maybe I spawn him up here. Yeah, I think spawn him up here so he can access this as the chest. Okay, I think this is how we do it. Hello, yo, hello. There's nothing in there. You can get down, right? Are you stuck? Okay, I think he needs a bit of help. What should there's nothing in there, buddy. Okay, wait, I might... Wait. Okay, I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna put spruce here. There's something in there right now. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Now you should go upstairs, okay? Yeah, yeah, there's something in there. Okay, you're gonna... There's nothing in that chest, buddy. Maybe I put something in here. Okay, I'm gonna check. Okay. Wait, what did you just... No, wait, it's not in a... Can you not... What? Wait. Okay, wait. Does it... Okay. Can you not pathfind up here? There's so many chests. Should I spawn him up here? What's in here? Okay, I'm gonna put a plank in there. And then I'm gonna go back down and place a plank. Okay, look. There's something in there right now. Yo, he's going up. Yo. Yeah, keep going up, buddy. I think I'm gonna call him... What should I name him? Should I name him Golurk? The Pokemon Golurk? But he's too tiny. Mini Golurk. That's your name. Look in the chest right now. No, stop going upstairs. There's... Okay, yeah, you can go up. Why do you always go like... Look, there's 2 more staircases. Just go up. Yo. Yes, and look, just like... Check through the other chests. Are you confused? Whoa, you just did a head spin. Yeah. Look, there's stuff downstairs. Okay, yep. Golurk, mini Golurk. I need you... Can I leash this guy? I need you to just go down. Where are you going? Yeah, just why are you opening it? Okay, thank you. Oh, he closed the door. Okay, I'm gonna relax. Breathe in. You know what? I kind of like it. He's exploring the place. He's getting himself familiar with this place. I apologize, Golurk. Mini Golurk. Welcome to the world. This is Rapture. That's Asper, and that is Jelly right there. You make yourself at home, and then sort the stuff up. No. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, now we got Mini Golurk into the place. He's probably make himself familiar. Hopefully he doesn't jump out of the windows and suicide, because that would be pretty bad. But I kind of just want to watch him. Like, I think he's a bit shy. I keep watching him. He's okay. Is he what he's doing? Oh, sorry. I think he is shy. Okay. This is a sneak mission. Oh, yeah. Hello, Mini God. I was just looking at the weather. You know me. You really love that TV. Look, there's a sofa right there. Yep. And you really love jumping. Yep. Pretty cool. Okay, I'm just gonna leave him be. I think he's pretty shy. I mean, really loves jumping. And he loves the TV, but I'm just gonna leave him alone. Might also have to make it where there's that infinity sorting thing, where there's a hopper that brings it up. He places it into a chest, and then that just keeps doing that cycle, you know, just to see that life. But at least Mini Golurk is in to the family, and I don't know if that name's gonna stick, but it's already stuck with me. I'll see what's Mini Golurk up to from time to time while I do this interior. And I've done the interior. Hello. Who are those people? Why do they always return? This is like the 3rd time in the exact spot. I guess it's time to take you guys down. And we got ourselves 2 crossbows, which is quite nice. I need died while trying to show off my amazing PvP skills. What is this? I'm breaking? Okay, it's a bit average. And just a normal crossbow. Alright, that arrow to the knee really hurts, by the way. That looks very painful. I can show you the interior that I've completed. And hopefully not get distracted again by those pesky pillagers. Okay, but the exterior hasn't changed much. I did add a bit of foliage here and there. Foliage has been added, just not too much. I want to add more, but I've just kept it simple for now. And inside is the randomizer. And I think this is a very cozy and simple looking interior. Let's talk about the floor. I've actually done this in my smeltery up at the top, but I made this carpet design and I really liked it, so I decided to bring it here with some additions of adding a lodestone. I really like the lodestone, but I don't utilize as much as I should, just because I haven't found the right areas to place it, and I decided, you know what, this looks pretty cool. I'm using grass as well, or these leaves, just because it looks really nice. It gives this carpet sound, if you can hear it. And I'm using the brown glazed terracotta, which adds a nice decoration. But yeah, once again, this is the machine here. You know, it still works. We flick it, we place this in here, and then it should be going into the hopper and then into the system again. I added signs as well. I feel like I should make a face here, but I don't know what face to make. Let me see. What did I just create? What is that? That is the most creepiest thing I've seen. I have to remove that. I don't know what face to make. We're just gonna ignore the face, okay? He looks too creepy, and for now the face is not a face. It's just gonna stay as a sign. But we can also label these and wherever. Randomizer is in the dead center, and towards our left is something I think is pretty cool. It is a dispenser that has cat treats and dog treats. So if we have a pet cat, or a dog with us, or a wolf with us, then we can dispense it. It has nothing right now, but we can use that as dispensers for the food. I would add it for the rest of the pets. Maybe horse ones. I could add a horse one somewhere here. But other than the horse one, no one else really takes food, so can't really bring it for anyone else. So yeah, horse one has to be added. I just forgot about that one. I also made this lantern design. It has a lantern up here. I don't think, wait, I'm not even too sure, but I don't think if you cover a lantern with these shelves, I think they block the light. Yeah, they block the light. So I added a trapdoor as well, which brings the light in, and it looks pretty cool. And I really like how this turned out, like a super comfy, cozy looking lantern design. As for the walls, I'm not sure how else to decorate these. It does just look pretty plain, and maybe it's just there's no point of over decorating. I did add item frames here, and I just thought of something. I have my first items that my pet cats gave me as a gift when you sleep, and I think adding them here, just displayed around the place in this building here, as this is the pet randomizer, would be pretty cool, because this is the first item and I don't know where else to store it. They're just in a barrel somewhere, so I think I'll bring that over. But as we climb up the stairs, we're greeted with a cool looking poster. This is so cool. I forgot there was a dog painting, but this fits so well. I'm making use of the shelves as the board, and then there's chains that seems like it's holding up, and maybe this right here is Elte, who was our first dog. Wrong color, but it's fine. But yeah, this is so sick, and I really like how this turned out. And there's enough space as well to walk by, so pretty cool. But upstairs, this is just a small office area. We have a beehive. I just forgot all about this, but I did a beehive because I wanted bees in here, but there's no bees in this hive, so we're gonna have to somehow populate that one. But we do have a bed. Let me quickly sleep. Actually, you know what? We're gonna stay the night. We have a bed, just like all my builds, just so we can sleep and in case we need to sleep. And we have this desk design, and I'll be honest, I think I am in love with shelves. I'm too addicted to shelves because I use them everywhere. But this is such a cool design, making use of, I guess, the shelves and the stone block just makes it look nice. You know, I don't know how else to describe it. Then we have just random decorations, to be honest, just foliage, leaves, this candle design, which is really cool. I don't know what else to add on a desk. I might add a map of this area. We also just have shelves that I need to populate with books. And then we have a chair. Nice chair, which of course Rapture is sitting on here. Hi Rapture buddy, how you doing? And this is where I come up. Clearly Rapture is, and I can rename the different wall blocks into the corresponding pet. But I think this is so cool. And you know what? Let us do that. Let us rename every wall piece right now. Let me actually check what pet we have, and I think we should rename it. These are all our pets. Rapture, I think I'm gonna give him a cyan wool. Oscar, I've not decided whether I should include him in the pet list or not, so we're gonna just skip. Bubbly will be yellow. Okay, let's do 3 at a time. And Asper will be a nice orange. So let me get those out. We have yellow. We have cyan. And I think orange would be nice. Where's orange? Don't I have an orange? Apparently we don't have an orange, which is a good thing I found out before it was too late. Okay, let's get an orange as well. So that will be the three. Let us carry on. Tuna would be a brown and jelly would be a grey. Brown, and I think jelly would be... I'll give jelly a light grey. Amigo would be red and Sniffers would be green. Red, dark green. Axel would be pink. Wait, is he a pink? Okay, I need to check what color Axel is. Stalin will be white. Stalin will be black. And Blizzard will be white. Black, white. Rusty will be... Okay, now this is where things start clashing. Because Rusty is my brown dog. So I'm going to also give him brown. And Tuna has brown as well. So this is where things start clashing. The different wool. But fortunately, we're going to rename them. So it should be fine. But I'm going to get another brown for Rusty. I'm going to get... And Polter is my black cat. So we need to get another black wool for that. And then our camel pet, which we don't have a name, is also going to have an orange. So we want another black. We do want another... I think brown. Yeah, brown. And then either orange or yellow for my camel pet. I might just give him orange. Just because I think it suits a bit better. And then I'm going to quickly check our axolotl friend. Just to see what color he is. This is Axel, our axolotl friend. So I'm going to quickly check him out. Let's see. Maybe right here. Let's see, buddy. What color are you? You are brown. So that is our another brown colored wool. So that is, yeah, it's going to be a lot of clashing, but hopefully it should work all right. I also just realized missed opportunity to call my axolotl friend Mudkip. I also want to bring this book here because this is the first gifts of all my pets. So we have a rabbit hide, a rabbit foot from both of our other cats, and also a string from Jelly. So yeah, these are all in here, which I need to take out. And yeah, basically I'm going to display these so they can be in the building, so they can actually be displayed, because I think the home is a bit too small to be displaying anything, especially since I've already covered most of the place up. And I think having it in that area, which I'm going to be visiting frequently, is a good reminder of the gifts I received for my pets. And we need brown too, another brown. Okay, I'm going to quickly go rename all these pieces of wool to my pets. And I hope I have I have 28 levels. They all take one. So maybe we have enough. Okay, maybe. All right, let me just, the best way to do this is just to copy them. How did naming like 6 wool pieces just break my anvil? Why? First of all, why do I need an anvil to rename wool and different stuff? And second of all, how weak was that anvil? And third of all, actually there's a third of all, why does it take levels to rename stuff? Like, okay, come on. That's one thing I think we should fix up, especially in the quality life of things, renaming stuff. Hopefully I have an anvil in here. No idea if I do. Also, stay there. Also, we can also check out with the copper golem. Hello. What did I call you? Mini Goluk? Hello, Mini Goluk. How are you doing? Amazing work. Let's see. I don't think I have an anvil in here, I'll be honest. Which means I'm gonna have to go back home. I just made that anvil as well. So that's kind of annoying. I just wasted bare iron. And this one is nearly dead too. Okay, it might be difficult. But let's just see how this goes out. That is all the pets named. I didn't name my camel because I don't have a name for the camel. And so yeah, just gonna leave camel, and also gonna leave ocelot, Oscar as well, just because Oscar, I'm still undecided on whether it should be named. And I just realized I was gonna rename the first items. I just realized that Asper gave me a rabbit hide, and I was searching for it and I found it in here. So why do I have 3 rabbit's foot? Which is either confuse this for rabbit's hide, which I don't think I would, or I actually had rabbits. I'm very confused right now. But we do have 2 rabbits foot as a gift and string. So I'm gonna, I guess I just randomly have 3 rabbits foot for no reason. So I'm gonna remove one, and yeah, get back to renaming these. Okay, that is all of the gifts renamed as well. So I can hang those up into the pet randomizer building. need to name something, like maybe the pet building. There's not really a pet building, whatever. And also have to remove all of these wall pieces that we're not gonna have because well, none of these are corresponding to any pets. So let me just place this here. Okay, Poulter's first gift. Let me put maybe a string, a rabbit's hide up here. I need one more item frame. Where to place this? Maybe somewhere. Nah, not here. There we go. Now that looks nice. Yeah, I really like doing that type of things where I just collect the first items of some stuff, which is why I have the first item of my, like, all my wooden items, the first copper pickaxe that needs to be stored very soon, my first armor pieces, and even the first pet gifts, and many more firsts. And I really like doing that. So let's load up this pet randomizer, and I think right now I'm gonna put Rapture last, just because he's already been on an adventure, and I'm just gonna randomly place these in here, and that means Rapture should be last into the system. He is. And okay, yeah, we have all the pets. We also have Orange Wool, as I said. That's the camel pet. But yeah, next time we get a pet, which is next episode, we're gonna flick this lever, and then whoever comes out will be the pet we're gonna use. But that is pretty much all I had in store for this episode. Yes, I've kind of been slacking in the way I've been uploading. I've been uploading like every 2 months and stuff, and I've set some goals now. I'm trying to set a schedule where I'm going to be trying to upload every 2 weeks from now on. I'm going to try grind as much as I can, and yeah, hopefully upload very soon. But of course, promises are meant to be broken, so if you don't see me upload for the next 6 months, you know why. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it inspired you to also make a pet randomizer, so that next time you play your Minecraft world, you can also make use of your pets, you know? There's a reason why we have pets in real life, and there's a reason why we have pets in Minecraft. So we can use them and hopefully see a bigger use of pets, even if it's an adventure, and maybe stop using elytras so we can use our pets around the base. And just have fun, you know? But I can't wait to use this next episode, see what pet we get, and I'm gonna quickly stock these up and get a horse dispenser too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.